I will do talks at conferences just simply on changing the way people think. Just talking about AI coding. If you start to look at the way AI builds code, there is the fear that there are vulnerabilities that are built into it in the sense that a particular engine might be compromised or a particular LLM might be compromised or poisoned in a way to create subtle vulnerabilities. Hopefully you're going to catch those in your pen testing. But if we get to the point of a true citizen developer, how many citizen developers are going to be pen testers as well? So there's questions around that. There's the greater question. And as a security professional, I think I've always said paranoia is simply reality on a finer scale. It's how deeply you look into things. And so when I look at these coding apps along with LLMs, is there any chance that they have been built to inject subtle vulnerabilities into different parts of code to recommend weaker architectures? So maybe like a Node.js front end with a MongoDB database running on GCP or something. And that might be subtly weaker than a React front end and a Supabase back. Like, you can see the differences. Or is it actually putting little vulnerabilities that don't appear as vulnerabilities in each piece of the code? And until the pieces are brought together, do we then have something else? That is really what the sort of the side piece that I'm trying to think of and help as these next generation of developers, next generation of businesses are starting and adopting these tools. How easily can they go back and find a vulnerability, or even not even a vulnerability, a simple failure? Coding apps, I've heard, can create code that works, but when there's a problem, it is much more difficult to find.